can't see over your knees.
My parents are at the police station. I doubt they'll be up to speaking to you later.
Do not worry. We'll not bother them.
Did you know your sister's plans for yesterday evening?
No. I arrived by train this morning. My parents called me in a panic when they discovered that Betty had disappeared. She went out last night, but she didn't tell them where she was going.
What was your last conversation about?
Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother brought her a pair. The very day it happened. She was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
This gramophone is magnificent. It is a one-off, without a doubt. The Barnard appeared to make music a priority in their budget.
Piano. I had to point at the couch for piano.
There's also a violin.
They're all Miss Modest, but the Barnards are definitely music lovers.
But okay, what does the worn couch have to do with them being music lovers?
So they're poor, but they spend money on instruments.
Hastings always pays more attention when young women are being questioned.
What the heck?
It's because Hastings is a creep who murders young women.
Family photos and files. It would not be polite to visit the house without being invited to do so.
Yeah, because you care about being polite, Poirot. No, it's Poirot. That's how Hastings says it.
No.
What is she feeling at the moment?
Well, look at her, like, crying mascara.
Hard stare.
Mr. Poirot, I don't like being stared at. If you have something to say, would you please say it to me?
Betty's older sister is not just sad, she's angry.
Yeah, because you're being a creep staring at her.
Did Betty go out often?
My sister wasn't a child, sir. She used to go out. She enjoyed films, dancing. She was a very good girl who didn't hang around with men. That's what they always say, no?
Sympathize with her grief.
I want to insist on the truth.
No.
Why?
Because you know that triangle always gets you information.
I am not interested in what people say. I am interested in the truth, Mademoiselle Barnard. If you only knew how much I would like to talk with someone who does not know that your sister is dead and who could provide me with a true portrait of her, beyond the formalities.
The truth is that my sister was a silly little fool. I tried to reason with her, but she behaved like an idiot.
Sorry, by the way.
In what way?
She used to say that if she was going to marry Don, she might as well have some fun now.
I understand. Please continue.
Oh, excuse me, I have to answer that.
But of course.
Betty's room is opposite the stairs on the first floor. Feel free to take a look if you think it might be useful.
This young woman is far too clever not to have anything else for us.
Do you think she's hiding something?
That is what I'm trying to find out.
Surely you don't think she did it?
I did not say anything of the sort. But young women always ruin your judgment, Hastings. Who knows, maybe Megan was jealous of her attractive young sister.
I see. She may have had her sights on the inheritance. Or maybe she was in love with Donald Fraser.
We have to study all scenarios, even the most unlikely. But I doubt that Mr. and Mrs. Barnard are rich enough to justify murder. While I try and get Miss Barnard to talk, I would like you to try and find Donald Fraser. It should be easy to find the estate agents where he works. Bring him to the Ginger Cat. I would like to talk with him before the Chief Inspector finds him.
Oh, it's another mirror for me to look at.
Yeah, 3 ego points.
It looks like Betty was also a music lover, the same as her family. Without a doubt, Betty used to sing.
Yes, I observed all 3 of the items that were clearly placed in front of me.
A box of new
Goal
stockings.
accomplished.
Something on this clock bothers me.
I'll look at that later.
Mustache.
Looking at all the clothes she took out, Betty must have had a problem deciding what to wear.
Clothes.
Maybe she had a date.
A date with Hastings.
Oh my god.
It looks like Betty has a very busy life.
Stop.
Betty liked luxury and going out. And being as pretty as she was, she probably did not have any problem getting herself invited. Medicine to prevent voice loss. Did Betty have problems with her voice? This small key should be useful to me.
Maybe with the...
I've finished with this subject.
Earlier.
Something on this clock bothers me. Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. Strange. A sheet of paper.
There's a top.
What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands. The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels. The cogs are blocked by... The cogs are blocked... The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels.
piece of wood.
So like the Dr. Sonic, it doesn't do wood.
Like the what?
The Dr. Sonic.
I don't know what that is.
His Sonic screwdriver, it doesn't work on wood. Okay. Yeah. What about the screw at the top?
There, that's better.
Okay. I don't know what I just did that. I don't know how that helps, but okay. Wait, what? I didn't even mean to do that. I'm literally just accidentally solving this puzzle. What the heck?
This decoration appears to be firmly fastened.
You're firmly fastened.
This
That's
decoration
not even a
appears
word.
Pull.
That was Poirot.
This decoration appears to be... This decoration appears to be...
Stop it.
What about the thing at the top?
This thing.
Yeah.
This metal disc is stuck. This decoration appears... This decoration appears...
Okay, so I got the one decoration loose, and I got
The timing on the clock.
Could the screw be slightly loose?
I don't know, could it?
Good. It should be possible to open the wooden panel.
how? Punk, what are you talking about?
Look, a key. This could be useful.
I don't know, it'd be pretty stupid if it wasn't useful at all.
The central cog is blocked.
You're blocked.
The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels. The cogs are blocked by...
Don't care.
The cogs are
Do
blocked...
you need me to look up online?
No! No hints!
Okay.
The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels.
I just wish it wouldn't say the same stupid things over and over again.
The cogs are blocked... This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it. This decoration appears to be firmly fastened.
Fastened.
This metal disc is...
Your mom is stuck. What?
The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels. The cogs are blocked. The cogs are blocked by...
Shut up about the cogs!
The central cog is blocked.
What did changing the time to 12 do?
This wooden panel is blocked.
There has to be something I'm supposed to be doing.
The cogs are
I
blocked.
don't know what it is. It's probably something to do with these, but I wouldn't know how to... There's no, like, indicator of what I'm supposed to do with them. Other than that, I can try and put them all in the same position.
The central cog is blocked.
You need to look up.
No!
Wait.
The central cog is...
It's whatever this piece here is needs to get gone, and I don't know. What am I supposed to do?
The cogs are blocked by these wooden...
So what I need to do is get the
The cogs are
the
blocked
wooden
by these
panels
wooden
moved.
panels.
Yeah.
I can't say.
Sorry.
The cogs are blocked by...
Shh, your mom is blocked by those wooden panels.
The cogs are blocked. The cogs are blocked. The cogs are blocked. The cogs are blocked by these... No, the key does not fit this cog.
I honestly have no idea.
No, the key...
thing is, the two that are covered up,
Yeah.
I think the key would fit in those, but I don't know how to uncover them.
The cogs are blocked. The central cog is blocked. This metal disc is...
Maybe I need an item to open
Strange.
the metal disc thing and I don't have it.
But then we lose all our progress because we have to put it in to look for it.
I don't care. Maybe there's like a screwdriver or something.
I have not finished inspecting Betty's bedroom.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Something on this clock bothers me.
I don't care. I don't care if you're bothered by it or not.
A record sleeve with a handwritten title. Betty must have recorded the demo. I'd be interested to hear it.
I'm sure you would.
Something on this clock. There, that's better. Could... Good. It should be possible. Look, a key.
Shh, shut up.
This could be useful.
Oh, you whore.
What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn hands. strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. This decoration appears... This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it.
Your face is blocked.
This decoration appears...
I mean, if you want to look it up, it's fine.
I'm just getting really bored with this part.
Yeah, that's what happens when they make stupid
This
puzzles that
metal
don't make
disc
sense.
is stuck. This metal disc is stuck. This metal disc is stuck. The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels. The cogs are blocked. The cogs are blocked.
Oh, clock. That was one of the first things that popped up. Apparently no one could figure that out. Look close to the small panel on the top of the clock. Slide the panel down to reveal the gears. Correctly position the four corner knobs on the sliders to remove those two wooden panels. Top left and top right knobs should be inwards facing each other.
Okay. I feel like I've tried this before, but I'll try again.
Move left knob to right position and right knob to left position. Slide bottom right and bottom left to middle positions.
The cogs are blocked.
But why? Like, where does that solution come from?
I don't know. I'm literally just reading this off the interwebs.
But why? How does that make any sense?
I don't know.
Ah, something clicked on the front of the clock.
1,000 years.
A new
Right,
lock
it's-
has appeared. What does it open?
It's a bomb. Oh no. Hold on, I'm looking at this. What the heck is the significance of those two being pushed inward and the bottom ones being in the middle? Where is there any indicator that that would help?
I don't know.
Whatever.
This could be useful.
Oh, you mean the secret letter hidden inside the secret mechanical clock with a lock on
Betty,
it?
I
That
enjoy
could
a
be
wonderful
useful.
evening in your company, and I hope that we will see each other again very soon. D. My dearest Betty, I know that your art is already spoken for, but you are the most beautiful dancer I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I am impatient to see you again. Adrian.
Adrian.
Betty, I enjoy...
Okay,
My
I know
dearest
you read the
Betty.
letters. Stop.
Joel's lost his patience with this game. You need to play her record,
What?
maybe on that thing.
How do I have her record?
Aren't you supposed to?
How do you know I'm supposed to play her record?
Because it says.
Don't tell me what I'm saying.
Right there. Well, it said right on. I thought it was a part of the same thing.
No, it's not the same. Now you're spoiling the puzzles.
Sorry, you asked me to look up.
No, I asked you to look up that puzzle, not the next
Well,
one.
I had
Let
them
us
all
see.
together.
What is this cupboard hiding?
I didn't even have her record. Now I have her record.
This looks like solfège.
You're a soapage.
This looks like solfège. There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
Okay. So I have to figure out how to play the music. What's going to be on the record? Is it going to be her, like, final words before she died?
It's supposed to be a song.
Right, but how is this song going to help me solve her murder? Or is this just for Poirot's job?
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
What do you mean putting the record on the turntable doesn't
That
work?
doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
No, I haven't even gotten started on the puzzle yet. No, I don't want to know how to... No. Where do I shove the handle? Other than up Poirot's butt. Take the handle.
That doesn't work.
Put the record on. Okay, so... I don't remember how to read music. So there's two of the hat ones, and three of the big, or those rests, or four of those.
The quarter rest, yeah, see, it's showing you how the breakdown of each goes. So the hat equals 2 of those, which equals 4 of those, which equals 6 of those, which equals 8 of those.
And 32s.
I don't remember music. Somewhat, not really.
But I need to know, how do I even know?
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
Oh, okay, so whatever 3 would equal something else, so that's math. So what cubed would be something else?
What are we trying to figure out?
3 of these things equaling another one. I don't know what I'm trying to equal out to. So, I mean, I could do like 2 of these and 1 of these equals these, or I could do 2 of these and 1 of these equals these.
Yeah.
Maybe these up to me.
There is bound to be a clue
Oh, I can't change that one, so I can only change these three. So, what plus what plus what equals that fourth? So let me look at my math sheet again. For the, yeah, so 2, okay, so 2 of the 2 dongs plus 1 of the 1 dongs. That's what I need, is 2 double dongs and 1 single dong.
Oh my god.
Because I don't know what they're called.
There is bound to be a...
Yes, because they have dongs on them. 2 double dongs.
You're literally the worst.
I'm just trying to count my dongs.
I heard the sound of a mechanism being triggered.
I've triggered a mechanism with my dongs.
Shut up!
It looks like something goes in here.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe it's the handle. Are you gonna let me put the record on now, Poirot?
That doesn't work.
Shut up. What do you have to do? Pick up the needle first?
That doesn't work.
Open another secret contraption. Ooh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Ooze.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Now there's 2 numbers and a letter that I'm supposed to figure out. Maybe there's something on the record that... Does it say 78 what?
781?
Or is that 78I?
781. Or maybe it is I.
78L, one or the other. Okay. Oh, stop it. I didn't tell you to do that. Go back. Must be I. Or not. What other letter looks like an L or an I? T?
I just have to put the record on the gramophone and start it.
It was a T, apparently. I guess I couldn't put the record on earlier because
work.
then
I must have forgotten a step. That doesn't work.
You just told me to put the record on. What are you doing, Poirot? Oh, there's another secret compartment? Are you kidding me?
More secret compartments.
This lady's a freak. She's a sick freak.
What? Why is she a secret?
Oh, wait. Why is there a secret compartment to lift the needle? That doesn't make any sense.
Everything
That
is a
doesn't
secret
work.
in the 30s, Joel.
Must-
Everything.
Oh, Donald. We're in the middle of recording.
Sorry, Betty, but it's not wise. The doctor said you should risk your voice.
You're such a killjoy sometimes.
Betty was such a good singer.
Why did he start the needle in the middle of the record?
Did she have any problem with her throat?
Yes, she had to be careful with her voice. Of course, she didn't follow the doctor's advice. If Don didn't insist, she... Well, it's too late for all that now.
Okay.
Okay then.
Family photos and files. It looks like this woman is single, but she has feelings for someone.
No, really.
She is looking so intensely at this photo. But is it really a sister that she's studying in this manner?
Oh, she likes Donald. No, she likes Donald.
They made the perfect couple, am I correct?
Yes, in a way. She was pretty and he...
Well?
He's a bright man, with a promising career ahead of him. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous. Oh, a true gentleman.
I hear a note of envy in your voice.
You must have heard wrong.
Donald appeared to be very much in love with your sister.
Yes, he was mad about her.
Mad, you say? Being madly in love can often be destructive, and Mr. Fraser was known for being jealous, I believe.
No more than average. Men are always slightly possessive, especially when they are with a pretty woman.
Which one?
Ask her to call.
I am not your enemy, Mademoiselle Bernard.
And you are not my friend either, Mr. Poirot, sir.
Yes, but your lies are not helping Mr. Fraser, or you, for that matter.
Which one?
It's square, I guess.
This case is much more complex than you think. It would appear that your sister's murder is the second in a series that we have to stop as quickly as possible. The first was in Andover, and the same as your sister, the murderer sent me a letter informing me that a crime would be committed in that town. Now can I count on your honesty?
Yes, you have my confidence, Mr. Poirot. Don is a quiet and sensitive young man. Slightly reserved, too. And as is often the case with reserved people, when he flew into a temper, he completely lost control. He could be so violent. Betty was frightened.
And when was this?
The first time was about a year ago. But they rowed more recently. Donald found out that Betty had lied to him. She said she was going out with a girlfriend, but she went out for dinner with a married man. It was an awful scene. She told him that until they were married, she was free to go with whoever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale and started shaking and kept saying one day...
Well?
He'd commit murder.
So you were afraid that he would become our main suspect. I know that Fraser was jealous, but I wonder why you feel the need to protect him.
Exactly. Had you not told me about the case, I would never have dared to tell you about this little matter. Don loved Betty with all his heart. I can't imagine for one instant that he would hurt her.
Very good, Mademoiselle Barnard. Thank you for your help.
Fraser is at the Ginger Cat. The police haven't spoken to him, but they want to.
Très bien, Hastings. Let's see him now. Au revoir, mademoiselle. My deepest condolences to your parents.
Of course, Mr. Poirot.
Poirot.
And don't be too hard on Don. He's more fragile than he looks.
If you say so. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
He says brain cells, but the thing says gray cells.
Yeah.
What had Betty planned to do with her evening?
Go out with a married man, right?
So Betty lied. Seen other men. Used to go out. So, going out. Seen other men. Did Betty know her say?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I don't see how her being strangled was the
Yeah.
right answer there, but whatever. What is her? Yes. The victim was pretty motive. She killed her because she's a good singer. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to click. This is what I wanted to solve here. No, why is that not it? There.
Now we have to go find Donald.
Mr. Poirot, I don't like being stared at. If you have something to say, would you please say it to me?
So we're back to that again. Guess we need to leave. Or something.
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind. I talked to his landlady before seeing him. She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he is a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case. Hastings appears to be ill at ease. He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder, but a young woman's murder seems to be troubling him greatly. I fear that this case is far from being solved.
Come on, Poirot. You'll find the killer.
Certes.
What?
But how many times will he kill before I do?
Are you supposed to go in the restaurant to question the guy?
Yeah, I was talking to Arthur Hastings. I feel like I've heard that dialogue before.
Yes, you have.
Whatever.
I was like, what?
Shh. No.
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 No. Go talk to the man who's drinking.
No, I'm talking to this lady again.
No, she's a pain.
I don't want this young man here. Be quick and do what you must.
What a great business owner. I don't want a
How do you do,
customer.
Mr. Fraser?
You're Hercule Poirot. Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be at the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions.
No, you're wrong. You need to get that straightened out if we're gonna.
This man looks suspicious.
Why are his eyes so big?
Tim Burton drew him. He has dark circles like Tim Burton.
Donald Fraser is in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking White Horse.
Leave me alone. Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
X.
If she had listened to you, she would still be alive. Should I take that to be a confession?
With that sort of thinking, you must send a lot of innocent men to prison. Under different circumstances, I might even find you amusing, sir.
It's no time for amusement, Mr. Fraser. It is time to find your fiance's killer. Did you know what her plans were for the evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
Yet, Megan only returned to Bexhill this morning, Mr. Fraser.
I didn't know.
Right. May I ask you what you were doing yesterday evening?
I spent the evening working.
Your colleagues can confirm this?
No, I often take work home with me.
Squares?
Therefore, you have no alibi, Mr. Fraser.
That's right. But that doesn't make me a murderer, Mr. Poirot. I would like you to leave now, please.
No.
Sorry, I can't figure that guy out.
Ah, I knew I'd find you here, Poirot. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes, he's all yours, Chief Inspector. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Well, we didn't find very much information. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know that that was anything to do with our choices. Donald. I don't know what I'm supposed to connect here.
Did you try that he doesn't have an alibi and that she used to go out? premeditated?
With which one?
I don't know. That he was violent and that they were premeditated? I don't know.
I tried that. Violent doesn't have an alibi.
I don't know what else it could be.
There it is. I don't even know what I combined. Does Donald have an alibi? Donald does not have an alibi. Seems pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Does Donald have motive? Donald may have killed Betty, but it does not mean he killed Miss Asher.
No need to insist. I will certainly have the opportunity to question him again. Hastings looks ill at ease. He really doesn't like Fraser.
Because he...
Hastings is bound to tell me what he thinks about Fraser later on. Now is not the right time.
Hastings is jealous because he is wanting the same girl. Or whatever. Because he murdered her. He murdered her because he couldn't have her.
Okay, cool story, bro.
It is a cool story.
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Jap to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree. Without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Let us try and imagine the scene. The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
They went to have sex.
Yeah.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6.
She changes clothes.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides her coat.
Why would she just fuck the...
I guess there's some ways that it's being used. I don't know.
The killer tries to remove his victim's belt. She panics and tries to stop him.
No, that's not right.
She runs away, pursued by her assailant.
No, there is no sign of a chase. Things must have happened differently. Let us think again, mon cher.
know I should have clicked advanced, whatever.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach.
Is it gonna make
Miss
me
Betty has a bag, a belt around the waist, and carries her shoes in her hand.
Oh my gosh, and I
Those
can't
are
get rid of the dialogue.
to number 5.
Can mute it.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6. Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a code.
Because he's wrong, because he's dumb. And then I have to correct him.
They keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
What? How is that any different
The
than...
murderer
whatever.
moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise. The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings.
It's
That is
literally,
exactly what
there's
happened.
no difference. Whatever. Both times I've reconstructed, the third part made no sense. Last time, turn over the book, leave the book face up. No, shut up.
Calm down.
No. Poor game design. Poor puzzle design.
Without the
What was up with
ABC,
the
we
plot?
might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by timing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Generous? The murderer seduced Betty in order to lure her to the beach and kill her.
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
What are you planning to do, Poirot?
Return to London, mon cher Hastings. Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
I'm coming, Poirot. According to the guide, the next train departs shortly.
So how do I...
Get in the car and go back to London? I don't know.
Which car? Oh, that's right. I had to point at it with the right...
Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling. Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC. Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
Oh,
What?
specify that the 30th is today.
What about it? Why is that funny?
Because he's letting you know you have to go figure it out before he strikes again today.
No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
Pyramidal mustache?
Ow. You sure you can be done?
Yeah, I'm just about done. Once we're done in the apartment.
Miss Hastings tore the envelope.
Isn't that suspicious? Why are you shaking
I
your
lock
head?
my revolver in this drawer. I've
Drawer?
not used it in a very long time. I lock my revolver in this drawer.
Drawer?
I've not used it in a very long time.
This drawer.
Drawer.
I was gonna say.
I lock my revolver in this
Jury.
drawer. I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've
Revolver
not
in
used
this
it
drawer.
in a very long time. Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag. Bexley, Sussex, population 24,703.
But now you need to go to the next page. Churston.
I like how he shimmies his butt when he goes to look in the mirror.
What?
3 more ego points.
What? Open up the tab, Castle. What? Pros buttons.
Poirot.
A
What is this thing?
fan.
Ah, some cool hair. It is not a good time.
I just got an ego point for sitting there.
Hello, chap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
Okay, we just go check.
The ABC guy that's over there is
Train
the train
times.
times. Yeah.
No.
Daily Flicker, July 30, 1935. ABC affair, no progress. The alphabet murderer is still on the run. Ever since the police found the connection between the Bexhill and Andover affairs, the inquiry has barely progressed. In this issue, we are publishing provocative letters sent by the killer to Hercule Poirot. Unfortunately, they have not yet helped to find him. Daily Flicker, July the 26th, 1935. The Bexhill Horror. Young maid strangled on the beach. Killer struck at midnight.
I need to look at the guide that's over here, I think. Or maybe I'm supposed to talk to Hastings, who's all bent over.
So he's shoving stuff in that suitcase.
No, that's not it. Maybe I am supposed to go talk to Hastings. He's packing his bags because he knows once he finishes his next murder, he needs to get running.
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Oh my god, why is he such a rude
Evans, we must
friend?
hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
Hastings' order and method are always necessary, regardless of the circumstances.
Okay. I'll let you pack them.
Yeah, if he seems as a murderer, it's because
All the same,
being a horrible
it
friend
really
drove
is a
him
disgrace
to
to leave your belongings in such a mess.
Badly closed toothpaste, unprotected bottles, badly folded. Wait, look how they spell pyjamas. It's pyjamas.
Pajamas.
No, it's pyjamas or pyjamas.
Voila. It only
Hastings
took a
can't
minute.
fold his pyjamas.
Clara, you were right.
Pyjamas.
I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Charleston until tomorrow morning, after the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings.
Yeah, I read about that
We
in a
should
review.
also
They're
compare
like,
the letter we have just
it's
received.
so
with the
like
other.
1930s
Also, I have
chill
very
that
little
they're
doubt
literally
about
like,
what
we
we
know
find.
when this murder is going to take place, but our train won't make it there in time, so whatevs.
They're like, oh well, somebody gonna get murdered. Who doesn't care? Like what?
It's
Crap.
they're like, yeah, these whatevs.
You're such a bad investigator. Your job is to prevent a murder.
Right,
Dumbo.
let us compare this new letter with the second one.
Oh, not this crap again.
Let us examine this more closely.
Yeah, we got the eyes.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, this eye is weird. Right, let us compare this with the other letter. Yes, the eye characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I
Alright,
have
what
to
else?
find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
What were the other problems on the other one?
There was something we didn't recognize, right? Or that we didn't think looked weird.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
No.
There was the W's, there's the N there,
The A again.
the A.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
That's right. I just clicked around
Right,
until he said something
let
about
us compare
the
this with the other letter.
It's because the W was slightly faded, is what it was.
That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same
Way and
defects.
wishes, they could both be faded.
I have to find some other similar
On
defects
my
to
own
confirm
way,
my theory.
both the W's there are faded.
Yeah. Went.
Draw.
The W is not
Faded.
printed properly. Right.
Shut up. You don't have to announce it every
Of
single
course,
time,
the W
Poirot.
characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why did he warn us late? Because he was drinking whiskey. Wrong address.
Mhm.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is
Wrote
not quite
down
as
at
well
the
known
post
as that of
office.
Scotland Yard. Poirot, the telephone. It must be Jack.
Mon ami, it is a pleasure to be working with you again. I have missed you these past few years.
Poirot, the telephone. It must be Jack.
have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while
Oh,
out
a
on
man
his
this
evening
time.
walk.
Hastings swings both
Sir
ways.
Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man, he retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
Maybe he was the doctor to the Betty because she has seen a throat doctor because her throat was not good. Their connection.
Because she was strangled.
Thought we was going to stop soon.
We are. I'm waiting for the safe spot. I wanted to finish his apartment.
Okay. Yeah, I saw a picture of this one.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London.
When I was trying
The body
to,
was still warm when we
like,
found it.
find the
If we'd been
coffin.
warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
Hastings like, no,
You
I
go,
didn't
my
do it on
friend.
purpose.
I will
Why
come
won't you
soon.
listen to me? Why did it not save? Or maybe it saved on the loading screen?
Jab has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth. It is pointless.
What?
An oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened. Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet.
I have a passport with him.
A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
There, it's saved.